Hi everyone, it's Lydia Kaylee. I just back at it again with a video. In this video, I want to talk about strength versus endurance, okay? Because both are equally as important, but you have to know when to use your strength and when to endure, okay? Because I feel like when you go through so many hardships in life and it's just like one after the other, or it's just this like constant hardship that's like, like a stagnation type challenge, you can get caught up in thinking that you have to just endure. And oftentimes you can get stuck in that state of endurance and forget that, hey, if I just garner strength, then I can overcome this. But to endure, when you get to a point that's like a plateau, endurance just becomes suffering. Pointless, aimless, stuck suffering. And it doesn't benefit you. And at that point, change is needed. But if you don't have the strength to persevere and defeat and overcome this challenge, this obstacle, then that change can't be ignited. When you spend so much time enduring, it's like being on a battlefield and all you have is a shield. And you're standing there against your opponent and they're attacking you. And all you can do is hold up the shield. You reach a point of exhaustion where you won't be able to keep holding up that shield. Every warrior needs to go back and replenish in order to regarner their strength to defeat their enemies, not just to keep them at bay. Because you can only keep something at bay for so long. And it's easy to get caught in the trap of, if you just endure, then they'll get worn out. The challenge will just dissipate. And that version of hope is an illusion. Sometimes the lesson isn't to endure. Sometimes the lesson is to garner strength. Go back within yourself, nourish yourself, nurture yourself, to replenish yourself so that you can go back and defeat the enemy, defeat and overcome whatever challenge is pushing back at you. When endurance is not working, when endurance is not making a change, when a change is not outside of you, you have to ignite that change. But if you're so exhausted from enduring, you won't be able to have the strength to ignite that change. And so at that point, you need to retreat, garner strength, come back, and defeat the enemy, overcome the obstacle. That ignites the change, that ends the battle. And so that you can move on and heal and rest and move forward. But you won't be able to do so if you're exhausted from endurance. Because again, you can only endure for so long. So when you are faced with a challenge that feels like it's pushing you back, obviously it's important to reflect. Ask yourself, do I need to endure, or do I need to garner strength to overcome this? And oftentimes, in subtle ways, it's sort of both, because the change may not come quickly, but don't ever neglect gaining strength, because you're going to need it for when that moment arrives where you can deal the final blow and overcome the challenge once and for all. Endurance perpetuates cycles at a certain point, but strength ends them. You can book a clarity consultation with me by emailing me at etherealurge@gmail.com. The details are in the description box below. Subscribe for more, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below whatever you would say down there. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.